I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I could do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
It's early in the morning, Cappy. I'm gonna be going on with the guys on Rule Zero here in a bit, but I had to. Why didn't you guys? What you guys as an audience have some responsibility. You got to get me articles like this. This article is from January. Well, how did this get past you guys? What are you all like Atham? You just let anything through? From real clear science, why college students' average IQ has fallen 17 points since 1939. Oh, I got a whole bunch of reasons. But this article is really well written, kind of does my thinking for me. It's commonly cited that undergraduates are significantly smarter than average, with IQs ranging from 115 to 130. But as a team of Canadian researchers showed in a recently published meta analysis, that fact is woefully out of date. Really? No kidding. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail was chosen purposely because there was a TikTok video going around where it's just these "Yas, Slay Queen, yas," a bunch of truly stupid people. I think they were all gals. It didn't matter, and they're all like listing their degrees, and they're almost bragging about how worthless it is. I go look it up. Go look up NYU TikTok girls useless degrees. Go look that up. You're darn right it's woefully out of date. You're darn right. College has gone from something where only truly intelligent people went to, probably because most other people had jobs out of high school. You didn't require bachelor's required, master's preferred. Um, and now it's just an extension of adult babysitting. Truly childish, childlike minded adults go to college to perpetuate their adolescence. Well, you guys went to college, you saw it. Like there was none of this protesting bullshit. That all started with the baby boomers in the 70s, the 60s. People went to college to study and get on with life. And it'd be one thing if you're just a childish adult who wants to continue and make believe that you're an intelligent person. But then when you like get the attitude, like you actually believe the other adult children who are now grand adults, like they're baby boomer professors telling you, we just need more money. Socialism. And this is what you get. A bunch of borderline mentally ill women like, yes. I'm not kidding. It was like Latinx storytelling. They all created their own degrees. It was obvious. Conducted by first author Bob Udall, a psychologist and faculty member at Mount Royal University, and his co-authors Victoria Violo and Lacey Gibson. The meta-analysis aggregated numerous studies measuring college students' IQs conducted between 1939 and 2022. The results showed that undergraduates' IQs has steadily fallen from roughly 119 to an average of 102 today, just slightly above the population average of 100. Okay, rounding error at that time. How long have I been saying that people who go to college are stupid? 85% of the degrees to this day that are awarded have no use whatsoever. They're not employable. You just pissed away your time. I believe it's 2/3 of people now go to college. Think about this. There's got to be extra. I'm not kidding. There has to be extra stupid people in college. 100 is the average, right? Let's just say it's 100 today. I know it's 102, but let's just say it's the same. If only 65% of the population is going, and presumably the dumber people aren't going, which I would argue they're smarter, or at least street smarter. The people who, I don't know, got good grades or whatever, like there's got to be a lot more dumber people in college to bring that average down. And then on top of it, there are some really smart people who go to college. Not a majority, but there are. There are some truly stupid people. In other words, I would say, okay, fine, your mean average is probably low, but what then it would be the median is even lower. I love to look at the statistics. Um, in short, undergraduates are now no more intelligent on average than members of the general population, and they're also delusional. Like, give me an average smart person fresh out of high school. I'll train them. I'll train her. I am not taking a liberal arts. I don't care if the graduate could have an IQ of 115. If you majored in the liberal arts or the social sciences, fuck you, get out of here. You're mentally impaired. You're just a little wine box. I don't mean a drinking wine, like a wine complaint. You're a little victim box. You're completely worthless. I have to now untrain you and disindoctrinate you from your whiny little attitude. Like, no, give me a hustler. Give me someone who's got moxie. Let's go. This finding is interesting for a couple of reasons. First, the decrease in the undergraduate's IQ sharply contrasts with the long observed Flynn effect, which describes how IQ scores among the general public have been steadily rising over time. Yes, due primarily to nutrition, I believe. In 1984, James Flynn published a paper showing that Americans' IQs has risen about 3 points per decade for the prior 46 years, an increase that Flynn found was not attributable to recalibrations IQ tests, which are performed roughly every 15 years. His finding has since been replaced by other researchers, and the climb in IQ appears to have mostly continued, though there are signs that may have reversed in the first 2 decades of 20. It is going down, I guarantee. I don't care what you academics have been corrupted. I just don't believe anything coming out of academia anymore. You know how I tell IQ? I go to Walmart, I go drive out on the streets, I go look at people. I look at people just sitting there when the light's green. I look at the idiots, predominantly older people, who still haven't figured out the checkout lanes. They're looking like, buddy, it's green. Go over there. Oh, shink, shink. Tuck, 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 tuck. And then the IQ magically increased in the population. And I will say this, I don't believe it's actually like the ability of people to be smart. I don't believe there's something biologically. I don't believe the chemicals in the plastics are making people biophysiologically dumber. I think it's just laziness. I think people are just doped up on watching television and not working. They're not exercising their brain because they don't have to. You don't have to be intelligent. You don't have to be smart. Just here's some government money. Here's perpetual loans until you're 45. I was sitting at the restaurant the other day. Here's this fat gal, a little bit younger than me. I finally paid off my student loans. I'm looking at her. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Look, I know it takes a while, but all you got to do is work 2 jobs. And she's complaining about her car loan. Don't tell me you're dumb. You're just lazy. And yeah, fat. Fat is germane because you're lazy. You're not willing to work hard. That's not really. There's no IQ issue there. She's not this dumb woman. That's not the case. She's just lazy. But I guarantee you that laziness would pour into IQ tests. People like what? The GPA standardized testing is going down. Oh, people are getting dumber. No, they're just lazier kids without real parents because the parents are lazy. The recent findings also reflect the notion that being accepted to college today no longer requires the intelligence that it used to. Notion? No, the fact. The fact. Or at least the sort of intelligence measured by an IQ test. While useful, IQ tests are not definitive measures of intelligence. Yes, they are. And I'll just say that. Yes, they are. And we're done. And that's it. After all, intelligence comes in a variety of forms beyond what questions on a test can reveal. Yeah, but What was the cause of slavery? Well, there were many reasons for the cause of the American Civil War. Well, what was the cause of the American Civil War? Well, there were many reasons for the cause of the first there were states. I just say slavery. All right, slavery it is. No one's gonna get that one. The decline in students' IQ is a necessary consequence of increasing educational attainment over the last 80 years, the researchers commented. Today, graduating from university is more common than completing high school in the 1940s. Yep. You keep shoving these people who are not smart enough into college. Well, although let's admit it, back in the olden days, college was like, okay, you're up there. You got to go to college. You're the best and the brightest. Today, I have said it before. I said it in How Not to Become a Millennial. College is now a luxury, birthright, consumer good that every young, spoiled little snot-nosed brat in America is entitled to. You are entitled to the college experience. It is not college, it is the college experience. Go watch that video of these girls. What, you think they were working hard? You think they were suffering at all? It was a massive luxury consumer good that it's not an investment. It has no future dividends or benefits it's going to pay. It was a big masturbation fest to have these people believe they were intelligent and so deep or philosophical. Not just those girls on the TikTok video. 85% of you college kids, 85% of you college students are just having the college experience where you are being indulged by some truly vile and evil people, make you go through hoops and circles. Oh, I took a test. Oh, I'm very deep involved. To get you to think that you're intelligent and somehow you have a future. And these people are having you go into debt at 19 years of age and crippling your financials. So you're going to be like the fat nobody. She was nobody. She was no one. 45, 43. I just paid off my student loans. Sitting at an average restaurant in South Dakota who had a car loan. She wasn't saving the world. She wasn't pretty. She wasn't happy or amazing or married or great. There was nothing exciting about it. And how do you know? I know. I looked at it. There was nothing like, oh, something striking about that person. You will be average. You will be common. You will be boring. I mean, you will be in student loan debt and financially crippled on top of it. As a college degree has been increasingly portrayed as the ticket to a lucrative job and a comfortable middle-class life. Are you Zoomers believing that shit? Are you believing that crap after what happened to the millennials? A greater proportion of young adults have been attending. Abetting this process are readily attainable government student loans. Here's your deal with the devil. And let me guess, it was Trump that put the gun to your head and made you sign that, right? Right? Who was the evil white man? It's raw. I still got some washed up losers older than me blaming Ronald Reagan for shit that's going on now. But there's a potential problem. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Stop blaming Ronald Reagan. Not kidding. You Ronald Reagan. Oh, shut up. Just shut up. But there's a potential problem with this open door to academia. No. According to the statistics from the National Student Clearinghouse Research Center, only 58% of students managed to obtain their degrees within 6 years. What's more, the rate of dropping out is negatively linked with IQ. The lower an undergraduate's IQ, the more likely it is that they will have to leave college without a degree, potentially saddled with debt. Yes, this barely second step thinking, second level thinking. I'm done talking. You could point out all day that eating the butter drizzled fried chicken is bad for your heart to the person with diabetes. You can't get them to stop. And you can't get young high school graduates in the United States today to stop going to college. You can't. Because you don't have the money. You're choosing a stupid degree. It's going to hurt you long term. You just can't. What do you think you could rationalize with those? Yes, queens. You think you could rationalize? No, it was, and they're. I think they know, kind of at a fundamental level, what they're doing. Because if you look at the hubris and arrogance, their taunting nature, They're doing this to all you, saying you get to bail them out of their student loans. Um, One influential study showed that for white American undergraduates with only a IQ of slightly above average, their chance of graduating is essentially 50-50. And it's even worse for probably Black and Latino, I'd imagine. You are hurt. I don't know how many times I got to keep pointing this out to you people. On the left, Democrat leftist policies hurt minorities more than white, because I know it shouldn't be. It should just be what benefits everyone, what hurts everyone, what's in the best interest of everyone. But the hypocrisy of left, we're here to help minorities and women get under understandable pretenses. Oh, they're disadvantaged. The performances are lower. We got to help them out. Your policies just hurt them. You just fucking hurt these people more because it sounds good and you get elected. It's no different than the doctor come up to you and say, hey, you got to stop eating. You got to get exercise. And then there's the fake doctor from Simpsons. Hello, everybody. He comes in and like, oh, no, you can eat whatever you want. You all go to him. And meanwhile, you die 20 years earlier. Does putting students through such a consequential coin flip benefit them or the academic institutions providing them with college experience? Yes, it benefits the academic. Lots of rich professors got off. You people want your student loan bailout? Go get the professors. Go take their houses away. Go raid the endowment funds of these universities. Get them. Have the universities sell off land. Over the years, observers have widely opined that colleges have grown more akin to corporations selling shots at degree and a better life to young, naive consumers. Yep, 1980, the inflation-adjusted price of a four-year college was $10,231 annually, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. 30 years later, the price has increased to $28,775. Long gone are the days when universities were vaunted places of learning for inquiring minds. Now they function more like a big business. They also function, they really do function like insane asylums now in some way too. You look at these kids, you're like, what are you doing? Stop protesting and go study, you fucking fools. It's a good thing that college is no longer reserved solely for the brilliant and privileged, but swinging the pendulum too far in the other direction also has consequences. I think if you want to go to college, regardless of IQ, in other words, IQ shouldn't matter. I mean, now if you're mentally impaired, you can't do it. Okay, fine, you got to do something else. But why can't colleges and universities offer degrees that will get people jobs? Why can't you do that? Regardless of your IQ. Like, okay, maybe you're not the brightest. Okay, the trades, quote unquote, though you have to have a certain amount of intelligence to go into the trades. Accounting, you don't have to be a brilliant person to do accounting. Just it's boring. That's what it is. There are programs and educations that will help lower IQ people. Just, if you want to go physics, I guess you could be higher IQ. But knock it off with this college experience in 2 years prereqs. None of it is intended to help the students. Don't you guys realize that now? It's to fuck you in your ass and take your money. Do you not get this? And then let's say you had college for purely academic reasons. There's no practicality to it whatsoever. Fine. Have a bunch of private colleges and you can offer the liberal arts. You can offer horseshit. I guess the gal in the picture was something like queer recognitions. It's some made it. Fine. Go ahead. It's your money. We don't care. Go ahead. Offer the dumbest degrees. Get doctorates in women's studies. I don't care. But if you're going to channel everyone into this, well, there better be some value to them, to the degrees, to the education these kids are getting. The value of a degree. Universities and professors need to realize that students are no longer extraordinary, but merely average and have to adjust curriculum and academic standards, the researchers wrote. This means employers can no longer rely on applicants with university degrees to be more capable or smarter than those without. I think employers are slowly starting to get it when they realize MBAs are dumber than shit. Nothing but a bunch of girl bosses and dude bro MBA wannabes. I think employers are starting to realize, hiring DEI and activist studies degree, what these worthless left-leaning degrees, just political degrees. I think they're all learning not to. I think so. The decline in undergraduate IQs might just be another indication that the worth of a college degree has been hollowed out over time. Ironically, as it became a baseline for employment, a degree has increasingly become meaningless as more people attain it. But rather than aiming for more advanced degrees to set themselves apart, which only cost people, young and poor and disadvantaged people more, it keeps them out of the workforce longer. Um, Potential students wary of burdensome student debt are increasingly shying away from higher education altogether. Good for you guys. Undergraduate enrollment in U.S. colleges has fallen from 16.6 million in 2015 to 14.4 million in 2021. It should be around 3 million. There should be no more than about 3 million people in college every year, because that's roughly the only degrees that are worthwhile. Everyone can go into the trade. Just go work. Just live at home and work and save money. Go build a house. Last year, for the first time, Wall Street Journal poll showed that 56% of Americans think attending college is not worth the cost. Yes. Just a decade ago, 53% responded it was worth it. Skepticism is strongest among people ages 18 to 34. Nice. I like to think I made a difference. Unlike literally all you liberal arts and social science majors, I'd like to think my book, Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide, written 13 years ago, might have had an effect on that. Meaning that individuals of college age are now the most dubious. There you go. You aren't special. You're not intelligent. You're actually quite stupid if you go to college, unless you're going to college for something worthwhile. Most of you are spoiled adult children who think that you're going to save the world. And let's also be honest, deep down inside, it's you don't want to do math, you don't want to work hard. And now the devil, in the form of largely leftist college admins, Democrats, government loans, and professors, are going to indulge you in this horse shit. Oh, yes, you're so intelligent. What do you think those girls spent per credit? And well, let's take a look. Tuition, New York University. Holy shit. Oh my God. It's 58,000 a year. Oh, you girls could have literally had a house instead of your worthless jokes. Oh my God. And how much you want to bet? They think they're smart and they're going to know everything and they need a student loan bailout. Oh, it's one thing to have a bunch of adult children. It's another thing to have raised some entitled psychopaths who think they're experts. Oh my God. That's what, $240,000? That's just the tuition. Look, for you young people, here's your choice. You can buy a house or you can go to college. Which one do you want? If you go, it's not as simple as, yes, if you major in the right things, you can have both. But you can go to college, or you could just have a real good down payment for a house. Which one do you want? All right, let's get the super chats. Oh, link below. Worthless, the young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major. I implore all you young people to please read that and not make the mistakes of the previous two generations. And also, Curse of the High IQ. For those of you who are genuinely intelligent, please go get that book. And you'll find out what's really like to be intelligent. Django, fuck up there, buckaroo. Yeah, they are. They are. You can't have everyone blow dirt up your chute since you're a little kid and you're brave and amazing, and then go to college and be allowed to major in ridiculous shit like this, and then come out of it mentally unscathed. There's no super chat. All right, that's fine. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.